For the past couple of years, up until about a couple of weeks ago, I felt like I was forcing myself to learn languages instead of simply wanting to learn languages. I never had a serious study routine because I felt that my motivation would take care of that for me. But my motivation was never high, and the result was that I stagnated for much too long. It's kind of like I've been on this journey for so long, but forgot why I even got started on the journey in the first place. Recently, my monthly videos have just been me throwing things at the wall and seeing what stuck in order to fix my stagnation because I was trying to escape it. And I felt that I had kind of lost my passion for language learning and I needed a way to reignite it somehow. And thankfully, I feel like I have reignited my passion for language learning. And here's how I did it. So there's this one YouTube video I watched by this YouTuber. It's a self-help YouTuber and kind of personal development YouTuber called Better Ideas. And this one video he uploaded, which was titled something along the lines of the thing that is destroying your motivation. I can't remember what it was titled exactly. But that video changed everything in terms of my perspective of how to get things done. So the synopsis of the video is that people are naturally rebellious. And if you tell people that they should do something, they're probably not going to do it. If I tell myself that I should learn languages, then I'm probably not going to do it because people don't like being told what to do. So the solution really is not to say I should do something, but to say that I want to do something. Because often what you should do and what you want to do are the exact same things. So the change in mindset will make it easier to do what you want to do. I know it sounds so stupid just to have that shift in your mindset, but that's really the thing that got me back into language learning seriously, and that reignited my passion. Because instead of every day telling myself that I should learn languages, I just tell myself that I want to learn languages, and I do it with much more enthusiasm. And speaking of wanting to learn languages, that brings me to my language learning tracker. So as a lot of you may know, every day I try to keep track of everything, all of my language learning activities for the day. And I have this Google Sheet page where I track everything for all 3 languages that I'm learning right now. And the problem is that I never really had, the entire thing is really an embarrassment. I could never even get a streak for more than a couple of days. And having it public is really, it makes me feel like a failure because my heat map is an absolute disaster. I could barely even learn for multiple days in a row. And it was really making me feel like a failure. And believe it or not, the problem was not actually the amount of languages that I'm learning right now, nor is it the amount of free time that I have. It just goes back to my previous point, which was learning because I felt like I should learn versus learning because I actually wanted to learn. The entire reason why I started this language learning tracker in the first place, one of the biggest reasons, was public accountability. It was fear that was motivating me. I felt that if anyone could log on to this website and see my progress or lack of progress, then that would motivate me to learn and be productive for that day. I was using the fear of judgment as motivation to do something and to be productive. And I even came up with this streak feature. By the way, you would not realize how annoying it was and how long it took for me to come up with an equation for that streak feature. But the combination of this public accountability plus the streak plus the heat map getting messed up, it was the wrong type of motivation. It was kind of like a punishment and not like a reward. Take Anki, for example, my electronic flashcard app. For the first year or so of doing Anki, I was primarily doing it because I didn't want to mess up my streak and I didn't want to ruin my heat map. It really felt like this boulder hanging over my head where I knew that everything could come crumbling down if I didn't do my reps for the day because I was doing everything just to sustain my streak and to make my heat map look good. But after some time, and fast forward to today, I don't do Anki every single day to maintain my 1,700 day streak. I do Anki every day because I genuinely enjoy learning for 20 minutes every day. And I do Anki because I genuinely like doing it. I can't say the same for language learning though. Maybe it'll change in the future, but for now, the streak and the heat map, it feels like a punishment and not a reward. It should be the thing that comes on top. It should be the extra thing, but instead it feels stressful and it feels like the punishment and not a reward. So that's why I've decided to quit my language learning streak, and I'm not going to be, for now, I'm not going to be doing anything else on it or uploading any more information on it. It'll be public for now. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future. You can look at it if you want, but I'm not going to be using it for the foreseeable future because it feels like I'm learning because I should learn languages, because other people might judge me if I don't, and I'm not learning the languages because I actually want to. I guess the next thing I want to talk about is, well, another motivation that kind of got me to reignite my spark, which was this video script that I'm writing. So I've been writing this video script for the past 2 months, and I don't even think it's going to come out this year. It's going to be basically the best video that I've ever uploaded on this channel. I don't know if anything else is going to be able to top it. And there's going to be some videos that come before it that'll lead up to it, but it'll all make sense once it happens. And basically, I'm telling advice in this video script, but I'm actually going to take the advice that I'm giving. I'm going to take the advice myself. And one of the kind of ideas is quantity over quality. Before, I've been trying to see if I understand every single little sentence, every single little vocabulary word. But instead, I'm going to focus on really what got me started, what got me into language learning in the first place, which was watching TV shows, and this is especially for Mandarin, watching TV shows a lot, and focusing more on quantity of the content, not necessarily on the quality, looking up every single new word and constantly pausing and playing. So it's quantity over quality, and also being more consistent and actually studying every day. I think one of the biggest reasons for me having studied Mandarin for over 6 years and still not having really spoken this language is lack of confidence. I think that lack of confidence came from me stagnating for so long, from me not being consistent in my input. And I think in order to genuinely start speaking Mandarin on this channel, or even in real life, is to be consistent with my input and to actually develop a baseline so that I can increase my confidence. And that way I can actually start speaking Mandarin. Because I wouldn't call myself fluent in this language just yet. Whatever the word fluent means anyways. I'm not as comfortable in this language. In fact, nowhere near as comfortable in Mandarin as I am in Spanish. And that has to improve in order for my eventual speaking to improve. So I am doing some things right now. I have a plan, and I have some things that appear to be working, but I'm not going to tell you them just yet, because I feel like if I say I'm going to do something and then end up backing out of it, it'll feel like I'm insincere, or I'm using public accountability as motivation for doing something that I don't want to do, instead of just doing the thing because I want to do it. So instead of saying I'm going to do something in the future, what I'm going to do is just say, I'm going to say what I am doing right now and if it's working or not. So as I previously mentioned, I'm not really happy with the quality of the videos on this channel. They're just unscripted videos of me trying to see what sticks to the wall. And I know I can do better than this. I think I have to go back to my glory days of uploading scripted videos. So I will try to upload scripted videos again, just like I did in the past. And this will mean that I'm not uploading on the first of every month. That was one of my I guess New Year's resolutions, I think for 2023. But I'm not going to be doing that because, again, that's forcing myself to do something instead of simply wanting to do it. I shouldn't have to force myself to stick to an upload schedule, and instead I should just upload whenever I want to. And these videos might come out every couple weeks to every month and a half or so, but still they'll be in much better quality than these unscripted videos. So since I'm not going to be using my language learning tracker in order to update you in my progress, if you even follow that in the first place, then I feel like I should be updating you consistently on what's working and what's not, in addition to my scripted videos. So it's really time for you to shine. What kind of videos do you want to watch from me that are besides the scripted videos? I've been thinking about maybe weekly update videos where I actually speak Spanish and Mandarin in order to show that I'm improving, or maybe these sort of weekly update videos where I talk about the new words that I'm learning and the content that I'm consuming and cool things that I'm finding in there. I'm not so sure just yet, so just please tell me what content that you want to see other than my normal scripted videos. I feel like this is sort of an existential crisis in terms of not just my language learning, but my channel as well. It's an existential crisis in terms of my language learning because I feel like I'm trying to reevaluate what my goals are in this language in the first place, and I guess change my methodology significantly. And it's also an existential crisis for my channel because I'm going to drastically change the types of videos that I'm going to be outputting. And yeah, it's really an existential crisis in both ways. So that's it for this video. Final thing I wanted to say is that I apologize for not uploading on September 1st. I would have uploaded, but I was really sick, and I've never been so sick before where I couldn't even speak a couple of words without bursting into a coughing fit. And I probably could have uploaded this video maybe 2 weeks ago or so, but I wanted to take a little bit of extra time and make sure that I got all my thoughts down and make sure that I've actually gotten my act together and going to be significantly improving in the future. So that's everything that I want to talk about. That's everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Lots of new stuff, exciting things will be coming in the future. So I'll see you in the next one.